Carl Friedrich Wilhelm Jordan, sometimes shortened to Wilhelm Jordan, was a German writer and politician. Life: Jordan was the son of the pastor Charles Augustus Jordan and attended gymnasiums in Gumbinnen and Tilsit. From 1838 he studied theology at the University of Königsberg and became a member of the Corps Lithuania. His university friends included the liberals Rudolf von Gottschall and Ferdinand Gregorovius. Jordan and Gregorovius read out the poem of welcome on behalf of the student body at the ceremony of homage for the King and Queen of Prussia. Thrilled by Feuerbach and Hegel, Jordan gave up his preacher course and switched to philosophy and the sciences. After graduating Doctor of Philosophy at the Albertus Universität, he moved to Berlin to work as a writer. In 1843, he was convicted of liberal anti-Christian writings and moved from Berlin to Leipzig, where in 1845–46 he worked for the magazine Die Begriffenwelt. He was expelled from Leipzig in 1846 for his political activities and moved to Bremen, where he worked for the Bremer Zeitung, becoming its foreign correspondent in Berlin and Paris. For the 18th of May 1848 to the 20th of May 1849 he was the liberal member for Frauenwalde in the Frankfurt Parliament, which he called the Great University of My Life. There he joined Heinrich von Gagen and called for a greater German Empire led by Prussia. For this reason, in a speech on the 24th of July 1848 in a debate about the Drangnakosten, he argued against restoring an independent Polish nation-state and against supporting the Polish struggle for independence. Poles, he claimed, would soon join Russians and life and death struggle would ensue with Germans. On this matter he called for a gesunden Volksegoismus, which quickly became a buzzword for his opponent. Robert Blumen was also developed into the national egoism advocated by the Polish nationalist Roman Dmowski. Jordan was also on the Marinerit in the Reichshandelsministerium and worked on building a national fleet. After his retirement, he went on many lecture tours, popularizing the Nibelungenlied among other things. One of these took him to the USA in 1871. On his 80th birthday, his birthplace of Insterburg made him an honorary citizen. Work: his literary works are rooted in 19th-century historicism and profoundly influenced by Ludwig Clausius and his school friend Theodor Lessing. His plays, poems and novels are dominated by philosophical and scientific ideas. His main work was his Nibelungen Epios, written in stabreim. In it, he used the Old Norse saga of the same name and the Lay of Hildebrand as his main sources, but subjected the action to a time-related psychological interpretation. In the 19th century he was often seen as a precursor of Nietzsche and pioneer of Darwin in Germany. Today his work is little known, except for his Mysterium Demiurgos and his translation of the Edda, both still in use due to the sensitive language and epic depth. His Demiurgos cannot, as is generally claimed, be considered as the first serious biography of Max Stirner. It is more of a literary sketch rather than a biographical account of Stirner's life, especially since he is only mentioned in one section rather than throughout the work. List of works: Erdische Fantasien, Scham, Demiurgos, Die Witwe des Agiis, Die Nibelungen, Dirks Ohr, Strophen Unstab, Arthur Arden, Hildebrands Heimkehr, A Brief, Andakten, Seinswillingsbruder, Tauschantauscht, Die Sebald, Zweiwiegen, Felidora, Edda, Übersetzung, Deutsche Heibe, Die Liebesluna, Liebe was du lieben darfst. Letzte Lieder, Demiurgos, Ein Mysterium, Sechsbach, Leipzig 1999, Stirneriana Heft 16, ISBN 3-93328729-4. Bibliography, Nachruf Akademische Monatshefte 1. August 1904. Joseph Bendel, Zeitgenössische Dichter, Stuttgart, Metzler 1882. Willibald Janssen, Wilhelm Jordan. Anregungen für das Studium seiner Werke, Berlin, Goethes U. Hodel 1910. Franz Koch, Wilhelm Jordan's Demiurgos. Berlin 1942. Karl Schiffner, Wilhelm Jordan. Frankfurt am Main, Osterrieth 1889. Paul Schultz, Wilhelm Jordan's Reden in der Polskisch. Studien zur Parlamentarischen Beredsamkeit. Königsberg Preußen, Graf U. Unser 1930. Max Schuler, Wilhelm Jordan. Sechsaufsätze zur 100. Wiederkehr seines Geburtstages am 8. February 1919. Frankfurt am Main. Die Erste Weg 1919. Morris Reinhold von Stern, Wilhelm Jordan. Ein deutsches Dichter- und Charakterbild. Frankfurt am Main, Lastenode 1910. René Simon Tauber, Das Bild Max Sterners in der deutschen Literatur und die Mitte des 19. Jahrhunderts. HRSG, v. Kurt W. Fleming, Leipzig, Max Stirner Archiv 1999. Wilhelm Jordan ist einer der ersten Autoren, die Max Stirner literarisch verarbeiteten, neben Robert Giesecke, modern Titnen, Egbert Weiss, Kursstudenten in der Polskisch, in Einstandsjets, Sonderheft 1990 München 1990, South 25.